Thank you very much. Good morning, dear colleagues, religious authorities. It is indeed a pleasure for us at UA that the Greek Rectors Conference trusts us to the point of having inviting to share with you what is happening nowadays in Europe. And I would like to start by explaining the composition of this team. I am Portuguese, as you know, so you know what is happening there. But I'm coming as the president of the European University Association. But we decided that along we should ask Professor Stefan Pagliari, which is a board member, but is at the same time the president of the Italian Rectors Conference, with a mandate that I suppose it goes for 4 years, and with the responsibility of leading all the Italian universities in these difficult times of crisis. And Thomas Esterman is inside the UA, the expert in governance, autonomy and funding of European universities, and has been working on this topic for a number of years. I would like to emphasize that we do not come here with recipes or with advice. We are not in command of the situation. We are not so saviors. I don't know how to say this in English, but we are not so intelligent or so knowledgeable that we can come here and tell you what to do. That's your business. What we come here to do is to share, is to tell you what is happening across Europe and how the different countries have decided to deal with these questions. And no doubt at all that universities are core enabling institutions. And so I decided to start by reminding ourselves of our duties. What are our duties towards society? And how society, and societies, all of us, should look at universities. Because we need to train professionals, but we do need to educate citizens. The entrepreneurs that society needs so badly are trained by us. Then it's universities that have diverse missions in basic and collaborative research, that have as missions and duties to transfer knowledge to society and to do it in an open way. Then nowadays, still nowadays, universities don't exist in the ether, in space. They exist grounded in cities. And so they are focal points for regional development. They are focal points for interchange of ideas. They are building blocks for economic development. And it is our duties as rectors, as presidents, to address these challenging times. However, what have I done here? I've switched myself off. To address these challenging times, we need agreements and we need instruments. And the agreements, it's very interesting that the people, the economists, and I'm sure that I have plenty colleagues that are professors of economy, have debated for more than 10 years if it was the development that increased the need of education, or if it was the other way around, that the increase in education promoted development. Whatever, one does not care about this. The fact is that development is related or correlated with the qualification of the population. That we cannot ignore. It's a fact. It is also nowadays acknowledged by many. And because of this, there have been a lot of changes across Europe. Almost every country has been faced and has to deal with these changes. Many of those changes were originated started in 1999 with the Bologna process, but went much deeper than that, much deeper than that, because it was absolutely needed. Now, countries in the south of Europe are faced with another problem that we should be able to respond, is that the migratory flows of educated people are moving from the south to the north of Europe. Fair enough, we are still Europe, they keep me inside. But there are already an increase of the migratory flows for outside Europe. So in the case of the southern countries, as an economist would say, we are internalizing the costs, but externalizing the benefits. So we are paying for our students, for our graduates to work elsewhere. And we should wish for them to find good jobs abroad, but we also should wish to create the national conditions to welcome them back so that they can really be of value to the society. Now, the details of the changes in governance that we usually refer to as autonomy, institutional autonomy, defining autonomy as the relationship between the state and university. I will leave to Stefano because I think he will the person to do it, and then Thomas will tell us a lot about funding. Thank you very much.